Welcome. I bring to you Harlem Renaissance news. Harlem Renaissance is a given name to the culture, social, and artistic explosion of today. Harlem is a culture center drawing black writers, artists, musicians, photographers, poets, and scholars. It's also known as the New Negro Movement, considered to be the rebirth of African Americans. Today, the Renaissance has become a legacy to redefine how America and the world views African Americans. Leading individuals in the movement today is Langston Hughes, Elaine Locke, F.W.B. Du Bois, and many others. Authors and poets include Zora Neale Hurston, Langston Hughes, James Johnson, and many others. Musicians include Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington, Alex Fitzgerald, and etc. The Renaissance is more than a sociological development through our new racial conscience and ethnic pride. Today I bring you more news about the Red Scare. The Red Scare is a promotion of fear of political rise in communism or radical leftism used by anti-leftist proponents. In the United States today, the first Red Scare was about worker socialist revolution and political radicalism. The Red Scare that happened a little while ago began following the Bolshevik Russian Revolution of 1917 and was intensely patriotic years of World War I and anarchist and left-wing social agitation. In April 1919, authorities discovered a plot for planting 36 bombs to prominent members of the U.S. political and economical establishment, which led to the Palmer raids. Communism has become an attractive economic ideology among some in the U.S. So that's your Red Scare and Harlem Renaissance. Live news here on the field of Red Scare. All right, we're gonna ask a few individuals how they feel about the topic. Follow. How do you feel about the rise of communism here in the 1920s?
You know, it's a very scary thing. I hope it doesn't spread to America because it's really bad.
Thank you. Alright, now to Brooke Tomalty for sports and fashion.
Brooke speaking, and I bring you today's fashion and sports news. I will start off with sports due to the recent increase in followers. Sports have been growing and flourishing throughout the last decade because Americans have more time on their hands to enjoy entertainment from others. Recently, the public has been flocking to sporting events in record numbers to be entertained by a host of sporting celebrities, both male and female. Because of the unprecedented publicity and promotion, baseball, tennis, golf, swimming, football, and boxing have become more common to play and watch. We've ultimately taken sports to a new level. Largely amateur events caught the eye of promoters who could see an opportunity to capitalize and make money. So we have formed many sports into professional leagues, which bring in a great amount of money. A few widely known stars from these professional leagues include Babe Ruth in baseball, Jack Dempsey in boxing, Johnny Weissmuller in swimming, Newt Rockne and Rod Grange in football, Bill Tilden and Helen Wills in tennis, and Bobby Jones and Glenna Collett in golf. These athletes have left such a huge impact on sports history that they will be looked back upon in the future. Along with the star athletes, I bring you some highlights. Babe Ruth has been sold to the New York Yankees and has hit 54 home runs. The Schooner Bluenose begins her undefeated career in racing. Ty Cobb breaks Honus Wagner's major league record for career hits. Paavo Nurmi wins 5 gold medals in the Olympics. Jack Dempsey loses his world heavyweight title to Gene Tooney. Gertrude Eder becomes the first woman to swim the English Channel. And Everton FC win the Football League. All in all, as we can see, this modern-day era has transformed sports, which is why it has been named the Golden Age of Sports. Now on to fashion news. We most commonly see women wearing less restricting fashions of past years, and men have abandoned highly formal daily attire. More in detail, women have changed roles in society, particularly with the idea of fashion. Tubular dresses of the teens have evolved into similar silhouette that now sported shorter skirts with pleats, gathers, or slits to allow motion. The most common fashion trend for women would be the flapper, which consists of a shorter, tighter fitting dress with a short bob-cut hair. As for men, they are mostly found wearing short suit jackets, the old long jackets being used merely for formal occasions. Throughout the years, we have transformed fashion and have began to dress in a variety of more comfortable and more revealing clothing.
Now to Paige for crime and entertainment news.
Hi, I'm Paige, and I'm here to talk to you about our crime news. One major change that's happened recently is the passing of the 18th Amendment, which, as you know, outlawed alcohol. This is called prohibition. The goal of prohibition by the government was to decrease crime and violence rates. However, it actually did the opposite, as you have probably noticed. Criminals and gangsters have become the ones supplying the illegal booze in secret bars. These gangsters often have to bribe police officers and government officials to keep their illegal activities a secret. Shh. Some of the most famous gangsters, as you all know, are Al Capone, Bonnie and Clyde, and John Dillinger. One major reason why these criminals are selling booze is that it's a way for them to get rich quick. Without the government regulating the alcohol prices, these people can raise the prices as high as they want. So that's it for crime and prohibition news. Okay, now for entertainment news. Currently, there is a huge growth in the entertainment industry. With the economy booming, we all have a lot of extra money to blow, and what better way than to entertain ourselves? Broadway popularity has reached an all-time high, with playwrights like Gershwin, Jerome Kern, and Oscar Hammerstein. Radio is also a form of entertainment becoming more popular in the 20s. By the end of the 20s, I'm sure we'll all have a radio in our homes because there's many radio shows and music to listen to. The movie industry is also becoming popular. At this time, we only have silent films. And the first appearance of Steamboat Mickey has actually just happened. What a great silent film. Okay, also, the prominent type of music currently is jazz. The jazz actually came out from the Harlem Renaissance, as Anchor Chris previously talked about. How great. Public dance halls, clubs, and tea rooms have opened up all over the city for people to go and enjoy jazz music. Although jazz is the main type of music we listen to now, it's not the only type. The other prominent music genres that we all listen to now are ragtime music and music from Broadway musicals, because we just love our musicals so much. Okay, I'm gonna go and ask someone who's their favorite musician. Ready? Let's go. Hi.
Hi!
Who's your favorite musician right now in the 1920s?
Louis Armstrong.
Oh, very great, very nice. And here's a picture of one of our most famous jazz musicians of right now. And that's it for entertainment news. Now to Tristin.
My name is Tristin, and I will be telling you about automobiles here in the 1920s. The 1920s is thriving for cars. The soldiers are coming back from World War I, and everyone is looking to buy a car. Soon, most Americans will realize that having a car is a much easier way of traveling. Ford is a big car maker right now, along with many others, but it's mostly Ford. The big car right now that everyone is interested in is the Ford Model T because it is cheap and reliable. Austin 7 is one of the most widely copied vehicles ever, serving as a template for cars around the world, from BMW to Nissan. Lancia Lambada is very advanced and is one of the first cars to feature a load-bearing monocoque type body and independent front suspension. The Bugatti Type 35 is one of the most successful racing cars of all time, with over 1,000 victories in 5 years. Lastly, the Ford Model A is the best-selling model of the era, which 4 million copies were made distributed throughout the U.S. Hello, my name is Tristin, and I will be telling you about presidents here in the 1920s. In the 1920s, 3 Republicans occupied the White House. Woodrow Wilson was the first president of the United States in the 1920s, his presidency lasting from 1914 to 1921. Garrett G. Harding served as president from 1921 to 1923, dying from a heart attack while in office. Calvin Coolidge was president from 1923 to 1929, followed by Herbert Hoover. Coolidge chose not to run for the re-election in 28, though many people thought he would have won. President Hoover finished the 1920s decade, taking office now in 1929. Electing Republican presidents who favorited business expansion rather than regulation, the American public enjoyed apparently unlimited prosperity, while fear for radicals and foreigners combined to almost completely close off America to immigration and controlled and contributed to resurgence of hate groups such as the Ku Klux Klan. Now here's a picture of the Ford Model T that is cheap and reliable here in the 1920s. Thank you for watching. I'm Tristin Trevino, signing off.